today's event is called Purple Power. Purple is the color of strength and power for victims and survivors of domestic violence. So that's why the name is so fitting. And this is our 7th annual event. And as you can see, it's very well attended. We're having a lot of fun, but there's also tears. But you know, after tears comes joy. So that's why we're having this event today. My mother, Heather Hurley, and this is the way that I'm continuing her legacy. She was killed as a result of domestic violence. So my father shot my mother to death in our home one Friday night. So I want people to know that staying in an abusive relationship, it just escalates. This is a fundraiser, the 7th annual Purple Power Domestic Violence Awareness Fundraiser, and all of the proceeds are going to go to Bloom 365. Bloom 365 is a program that was created about 10 years ago that teaches teen pairs and adults to go into schools and teach the kids in high schools, junior high schools, and even coming soon elementary schools about domestic violence.
I was sad and lonely, really feeling lost without my baby father. His last girlfriend of 10 years got all her front teeth knocked out with a crowbar during one of his vicious attacks.
These stories are true. Domestic violence is something that affects all women, you know, from all places and all regions of the planet.
Domestic violence actually represents 15% of the violent crimes in America.
Please keep doing what you're doing. We know how hard this is. Thank you for being here and sharing your birthday with all of us. And more importantly, thank you for sharing your story. God bless you.
For me, domestic violence is just one of the worst acts of cruelty that a man or even a woman can impose on each other, vice versa. Because, I mean, why would you want to violate another human being?
You know, regardless of whichever side it's coming from, it's wrong.
We want to be upstanders. We don't want to turn our heads away when we see abuse happening right in front of our face, because that's the reason why domestic abuse is so vibrant in our society, because everyone turns their head away.
Love up your woman and treat her right, and nobody fuss, nobody really fight.
Everyone who is on the Bloom 365 team, I would like you to meet them so you can see this is a real team. We're being trained on teen dating violence.
I particularly like Purple Power because it's really about supporting the work of the Heather Hurley Foundation and Nicole Sharp, and the work that they've now developed around this program called Bloom 365, where they're in fact addressing the issue, at its root causes and dealing with families vis-a-vis children.
Our organization is very committed to working with Heather Hurley Foundation and anybody who is working to educate and eradicate domestic violence.
Purple Power actually is dealing with domestic violence, the DV. And a lot of people want to label DV only in relationships, but actually the marital relationships or partner relationship, but it actually extends further for me.
If you wanted to know more information about Bloom 365, go online, www.bloom365.org, if you want it in a community near you.
Cuts and bruises on your face, domestic violence, yeah.